So first off, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. My sister and my brother-in-law's big day. I'd always heard that weddings required a lot of time and preparation, but you really don't get a scope of it until you realize that we've been talking about nothing else for the past year and a half at our dinner table. So just being a part of the conversations and the journey has been a pretty wild ride. I haven't been to many weddings before in my entire life, so all of a sudden I'm here at one of the most important weddings I will ever attend. And I can finally understand why some would prefer to hire wedding planners, because the incredible amount of work required to just set everything up. But to me, what's more incredible is my sister's ability to juggle all of this between working, preparing the new house, and studying for CPAs. I think in some ways this is my sister's greatest talent, and in some ways her scariest. Why are you crying already? This is like... In some ways this is her scariest talent. If she puts her mind to it, she can accomplish not only any number of tasks, but she will do them her own way. And I often look at her and see not my sister, but Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne, or Batman, is able to overcome any foe or obstacle given enough time and preparation, and despite simply being one man. And Beatrix is no different. I'm sure Chris realizes by now. My sister can be incredibly stubborn at times, and will not see things another way, despite, will not see things another way. But this is really because of how strong and firm she is as a person. And I often find it hard to believe that she's only 2.5 years older than I am, or even older at all. She's so short. My sister is always the one to give me direction and advice when I'm unsure what to do. So I often forget that our age difference is not as big as it seems to me. And in many ways, she fits the description of the wise old sage who lives up north in Aurora. She just always seems to know exactly what to do and which path to take. And if the path she's on is not to her liking, she will alter the foundation and change the path, build her own path her own way. At the same time, though she's one of the most adamant and meticulous people I know, she can also be simple and oblivious. Whether it be her pseudo-addiction to wax playing, or her inability to see what is directly in front of her, she often does things that make my dad and I look at each other with puzzled expressions. Sometimes I can't tell if her actions are a result of some deeper understanding, or she's just a troll. Nonetheless, she's reliable straightforward when it counts, and even early on, I saw that Beatrix and Chris were able to complement one another's strengths and weaknesses. They work well together as a team and collectively are able to achieve even more. Beatrix's steadfast and resolute way of thinking is perhaps even more lethal when combined with Chris's calm and pragmatic approach. I know that Chris is a kind person, and he will also do his best to make my sister happy. So I can wholeheartedly say that I would not be happier to... Wait, what? So I can wholeheartedly say that I could not be happier to have him as my brother-in-law. I know the two of you will be able to overcome every obstacle coming your way, and I wish both of you happiness in the future. Love you guys both.